My name is Robin Moffat. I'm from Casino Campus. My role in the project was as the project coordinator, so I was responsible for liaising with schools and getting some interest in the project and working with students when they were involved in the project, and maintaining numbers and communication between North Coast TAFE and the school.
I'm Lindy Sutter. I'm the Head Teacher of Education, Employment and Support here at Casino TAFE. My role with the Buddy Project has been that supervising head teacher. So I work closely with the funding, writing proposals, writing reports, making sure that it meets all our policies, procedures, that it meets the school's policies and procedures. So not so much the day-to-day dealing with the students, but dealing directly with the coordinator, Robin, and dealing with the other head teachers of the vocational sections. So we've had 4 vocational sections involved: the construction, business, hair and beauty, and engineering. This whole project began with a meeting at the end of 2012 of all organisations in the casino community that dealt with youth. So there were community service organisations, the police, local schools, juvenile justice, community neighbourhood centres, a whole range of organisations. And we met here in Casino to look at specifically really casino youth problems and particularly rising crime. So it started as a conversation about crime prevention. And a lot of the problems were identified as being associated with students that had been serially suspended, who weren't attending school, obviously, spending a lot of time on the streets. And that's where this came from. So it was a totally community-focused project from the start. And one of the solutions that was suggested, amongst others, was to try and get funding for some kind of project to re-engage these guys that were hanging around the streets in some kind of education. And that's where it came from. And from the feedback that we've had today from the forum and from other evaluations, that certainly worked. A lot of the students that have been involved in this they don't hang around the streets anymore, they've re-engaged, they're known to the police, but the police haven't seen them for 6 months, they haven't been in trouble, they've been attending school. So it's that focus, I think, has really been met.
So some of the feedback we had from students was the opportunity to come into an adult learning environment and be treated as an equal. They definitely said that that made a big difference to their attitude towards learning and their willingness to attend and actually participate in programs. A lot of them reported to us that they attend school but they don't really get involved in much because they don't feel like they're on equal footing with teachers. So we found that was a big benefit and definitely an area for growth from our students. Another aspect that I thought was beneficial for the students was really considering with them employment and training pathways. It was something that we worked with individuals about. Is this something that you'd like to pursue for the future, and talk to them about how they can achieve that with North Coast TAFE. I believe that the people that have actually left school and have transitioned into TAFE, we've watched those people grow personally and academically as well. They're now going on and doing work experience and great outcomes that have been recorded by employers about participation, attitude, communication skills and workplace practice. They've been really impressed with that. And some employers are explaining to us that the quality of training that they get with North Coast TAFE is a credit to the students and certainly a credit to TAFE staff. So it's nice for young people to feel that even though they've left school and they've pursued a training pathway at quite a young age, that there are employment opportunities out there for them in it.
Apart from the actual vocational streams, and I mentioned those 4 earlier, we did have a sort of employability skills, not stream, but a process of developing those skills. So things like working in a team, leadership and work-ready skills and interpersonal communication skills. And it was a little bit of not a teaching situation, it was more monitoring what they were developing, and we weren't really sure how that would go, whether they really would develop those skills or not. But some of the students that have come through the program have been just amazing. They've had these incredible turnarounds from being looked at the school as somebody that would be never in a million years a leader or a team worker, develop those skills, and we have evidence of that. We have evidence of them mentoring other students, leading teams, working on projects together. So that's been really lovely. And those are transferable skills. It doesn't matter what kind of vocation they go into, they're skills they're going to need.
I believe that the people that have actually left school and have transitioned into TAFE, we've watched those people grow personally and academically as well. They're now going on and doing work experience and great outcomes that have been recorded by employers about participation, attitude, communication skills and workplace practice. They've been really impressed with that. And some employers are explaining to us that the quality of training that they get with North Coast TAFE is a credit to the students and certainly a credit to TAFE staff. So it's nice for young people to feel that even though they've left school and they've pursued a training pathway at quite a young age, that there are employment opportunities out there for them. One of the aspects I enjoyed the most about the project was the opportunity to collaborate with community groups, particularly high schools, and strengthening partnerships that we had with the high school, and making pathways for people to come into TAFE a lot easier, opening up a lot more effective communication with school.
I'm Mary Gladstone, Casino High School Learning and Support Teacher. I first became involved a couple of years ago, and we had a community meeting in the town with lots of community members, police force, Department of Education, health, youth groups, where there was huge concern about suspensions and kids roaming the street. So that was the beginning. From there I became involved with Lindy and Robin, and then the school were fortunate enough to have a federally funded position of student support officer, which is Bridget, and Bridget and I worked together getting this all organised with Robin, and then Bridget has had the main handle on it, but I've been working with the education side, just looking at attendance, finding kids that would suit this learning environment more than the school environment. Because of the records that we've been keeping, we're able to show, we've got the actual data to show that it's been successful, not just anecdotal. I mean, we've got the anecdotal with seeing the kids, hearing them talk about it, showing us what they've done, but having the hard data to show how many have attended regularly, how many have gone back into the school system and used this as a transition back into school, and how many have been able to say, yep, I want to do this, so they're signing up, we've got them on a transition pathway, and they're actually will become eventually full-time TAFE attendees. So I think that's important. Probably the most enjoyable thing was seeing the kids come back excited about what they had done at TAFE. They felt they're in a new learning environment, they seemed to step up to it, and we had kids who were coming down here consistently who were struggling to manage one period at school. So that to me was tremendous, and from that I've seen kids actually develop a longing and a willingness to look at learning and get out into work. So that's been great. What haven't? There's nothing, actually. I suppose one thing I haven't liked is the uncertainty of whether or not it will continue, because for us as a school it has been, for many of the kids, just brilliant.
My name's Bridget Swan. I work at Casino High School as a student support officer, which is also a youth worker at the school. My role at the school was to connect the students to come down that were totally disengaged into the Buddy Project, and to to sort of support them on their journey down here so that they were getting that support outside of school but in a school-based setting. I think one of the most beneficial things of the project was the fact that the students were put into that adult situation and were respected. And they actually in turn started to respect adults. So from the school's point of view, before they came down there was zero tolerance of teachers, of adults. The teachers were just full of it and they didn't want to listen to anything they're doing, but down here the teachers have got that communication and the respect coming back and forth, and it was just really lovely to see the students develop and mature.
My name's Jess Ind. I'm a business teacher here at Casino TAFE campus, and I've been teaching on the Buddy project since the beginning in October 2013. This project is a huge benefit for our community. We're getting our students, our future, re-engaged in education, and it's so important for them. They get to find a path that is suitable for them, and if that's a TAFE, why not? And I think that's only going to make our community a more skilled community, more employable. I really, really hope this project continues because there is far more amount of students out there that would really benefit from having this opportunity.
Hi, my name's Alec Goulding and I was born and raised here in Casino. I did the business of the morning from 9 till 11:30 and then we went on lunch and then at 12 o'clock we went into hair and beauty and we stayed there till 2:30. There was a lot of one-on-one time, which I find a lot easier. I've got a lot of trouble at school because I don't get that one-on-one, which is quite difficult. So through TAFE I was shown how to do it properly, and the first time I didn't have to keep asking. With that I could go to the other kids and show them how to do it, that way the teacher could then go along behind me and do the one-on-one. I actually had to take a day off for TAFE a couple of weeks ago. I went and done aged care as work experience and I absolutely loved it. I'm looking to come back down here next year and doing a full-time aged care course.
Jody Pearson from North Coast TAFE. I'm in furnishing trades with these guys. I've been basically working on various small projects, trying to re-engage disengaged school children. We produce a small finger joint box, a planter box, chopping boards, and transferred into working onto some more advanced machines, CNC, computer controlled routing machines, so some programming, using math skills, transferring the hand and power tool skills into machine skills, into I guess the automated machine skills. So we went from the project being made by hand to being made by machine. So which is really, I guess for me ultimately we're heading towards the industry style skills, so employability.
Jesse Needham from Casino, 15 years of age. I've been studying at the TAFE for 3 terms now. The course helped me a lot through trying to find out what I want to do and don't. I found it a lot easier once I learned how to do all the wood. It's like always fun, always got something different to do, whether it's sanding or lacquering or cutting or whatnot. Yeah, it's different to anything else I've really done before, really. At the start of it, I was new to the group and everyone sort of helped each other out, and some of the boys I wouldn't even dreamt about talking to beforehand. We're like made some good friends out of the project. The teachers are a lot better than the school teachers. They spend a lot more one-on-one time with you. They actually get in there and they'll show you how to do it. And I got along with Jody real well. He was, sort of bonded with him better than what I bonded with any other person, really. He spoke to me like I was a human being, like how he would want to get talked to. He talked to me like that.
I'm Kerry Botel and I'm the leader in community and business engagement for the Richmond area. I've found this project actually inspiring. I've just met the young people involved and their enthusiasm, the skills that they've developed. It's an amazing opportunity for them to actually make some really valuable pathways. They were displaying excellent problem-solving skills. They were working in a team. They were collaborating with each other. They were applying mathematical principles to the work that they were doing. The problem-solving, all of those skills, I think, will make them incredible future employees. And I don't think, the best thing about that, I don't think they realised they had that in them until they've done this program, and that I felt was the most rewarding part, to see them actually identify in themselves something that they didn't actually appreciate they had beforehand. I think programs like this need to be rolled out throughout the state. I mean, they provide such a beneficial pathway for young people.